doesn't matter if you're heating with nuclear or you're heating microwave, they are all the same. Molecules are molecules. On the other hand, so that was the water.
Sorry, it was a mistake.
Please, Elif. With the formulation, you can clearly see we are now able to track. We're neglecting nothing. Capture everything. So what happens?
Oh, I clicked escape by mistake.
Just replace that system. We have metallic container. We have electric heating. Then what happens? Right there, you have water. That is your original source. You have filaments. Negligible or not, right? That's different issue. But you have filament. You have ceramic. You have electric and radiation here. And we'll see everything is radiating. So what do you think this guy is radiating? Electricity. Oh, otherwise it will be electric. That's not true. At any temperature, at any condition, it's radiating. And the radiating is polluting air. That's why big power line, beside it, plants don't grow. Even turbine, wind turbine, plants don't grow. Right? So you're capturing those. We do not know how to quantify it, but we should recognize it's there. We have chromium. What is chromium? The coating. Very fancy. We pay more money for the coating. And then we have aluminum, which is also not naturally processed. So this process, right away, this water, elephant.
I'm sorry, I'm so sorry.
Don't do that, please.
What?
No, I don't want to yell in front of people.
No, I'm sorry. It was a mistake.
Okay.
I wanted to.
So that water is no longer the same water.
Yeah.
And how do you capture that? By knowing, these are known science. By knowing that these elements are not natural, they are artificial. Then it became progressively worse. You have parabolic reflector, we have Teflon coating. Teflon coating is what? It's worse than chromium.
And microwave too, which we
Then finally arrive at microwave. From inductive logic we know microwave, 30 seconds of microwave, it blows out 97%, according to bad guys, 97% of the nutrients.
Yeah,
Can we capture that with our science? Where
Yeah.
we neglect everything.
Okay.
You cannot capture. That's why science that we have is grossly insufficient. Science is meant to sell you more stuff. You cannot detect anything.
Okay.
Whereas if you put this formulation, it's
Then
nothing
it's after 5 minutes.
we can distinguish between this
That
light, sunlight,
That is more than 5 minutes.
about plastic, natural, everything can be captured.
That can I say
Sir,
something?
how about the sunlight?
It's finished.
Sunlight?
Yeah.
Yes. Sunlight is 100% organic.
But what if there's a bad air?
Or boiling the water.
With sunlight, it's perfect.
What if air is bad?
But
Nothing much our body.
see, right there for practical purpose, if you have coal, unprocessed coal, it's also good.
I have a question.
And we'll
I have a question.
look at
So basically my question is, what if the air is bad? What will happen to the sun? It will
See-
also be bad?
same with here. Air and here, polluting air is facade.
Facade.
And
Yeah.
how do we pollute air? Pollution, remember the definition of pollution? By adding artificial.
It's
So
PE.
now I have a guiding question for you.
I have a question too.
Is if a imam puts a tape recorder and he's reciting salat, Is it okay to pray behind?
No. It's haram.
Yeah, I
Haram.
know. Let them answer.
No, that.
Can you
okay,
pray
I'm going to
behind
give
the
answer to
tape
your
recorder?
Which is no,
Why? He's reciting Quran.
because he's not currently doing
Yeah.
it. He's not.
Source is not
currently doing
real.
it. Yeah.
Imam supposed to be the most righteous person among you, right?
Not a
That's not the
machine.
person even. Let alone. So same logic. If a bad guy is leading prayer,
Or
he
maybe
said,
a human,
No.
then a righteous person.
first a human.
Yeah.
It realizes the human part. Now I'm asking you, is it okay to call azan with the computer?
No, because it's not a human. And Allah said.
Do you see the
human.
logic? Is it okay?
No,
Can you call azan with the computer?
no. Is this possible? But you shouldn't at all.
25 years ago, United Arab Emirates introduced all their azans are called by computer. They fired all the Muslims.
Dumb.
Do you know that?
I
Well, now we
knew.
know.
I knew 9 years ago.
So,
Really, I know.
simple logic. So if that is true, can you call azan with loudspeaker?
Yes,
No.
Why?
because here is a main exist in front of the mic.
It's the human, right?
Yeah.
Source is okay, but how about the process?
Haram.
Artificial practice, yeah.
That's,
Yeah.
What does it make?
Artificial is bad.
Okay.
No.
Definition of real, remember, source
Yeah.
as well as the process.
Yeah.
You follow the process. That's why in the West, using loudspeaker, loud music, loud anything is considered to be
Noise pollution.
sound pollution.
How about
This
light
light-
pollution?
It's called light pollution. They recognize, still do
What
it
time is it, Dad?
for money.
I have a question.
But Muslims do not even recognize.
I have a question.
They
Why
say,
are we
wow,
talking?
how dare
I have
you.
a question, sir. Please,
It's-
let me
it's-
answer.
it's helping us,
Please, I'm
yes.
sorry, I have a question. What time is it, sir?
Time is over.
Yeah. Yeah, 2 minutes. So do you see logical,
He means
everything
2
will
hours.
get
Don't
you
believe him.
to the right answer. But anytime you have tendency, you have
Dad, I'm going out.
temptation
I'm
to
going
introduce
out,
something,
okay?
to justify something, then I would question, you want to promote
Haram.
haram and that's why you're finding justification. That's what Bani Israel did.
You say it as a logical or as a Islam? That,
Islam is the logic. Allah's name is Alim.
Alim, what is Alim?
What is Alim?
Of course. But
Alim.
The epitome of logic.
But how can
So we quite often we misunderstand this. Logic is not. Please try to answer it.
Making decision is shaitan.
But this logic uses science. This logic uses ilm. That's real science. So always distinguish. I know that it's very popular term. Oh, this brother is not using logic, he's not using Islam. No, Islam is the logic. There is no other book.
1 minute.
No other book, any subject exists with third majority word being science. Even science books do not have. You know that. Quran uses third most used word is science, ilm. Quran is the epitome of logic. But we're told that logic means European, Aristotle, all this. That's complete nonsense. Just like science is not their science, that's the science with the dollar sign, their logic with the pound sign.
What is science with a dollar sign?
Shaitan science. Any question?
No. My question is, can I go? And I
No, the
forgive
reason
you.
I did not want you to go, because there might be people who will ask you and you will know answer.
You brought the bag?